Good morning. Kristen here again. It's day 4 of the Challenge for the Earth. The world is full of magic things, patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper. W.B. Yeats. I totally loved nature as a child. I still do today, as you can tell, but I really loved it as a child. My early years were spent in Lafayette, California. As a grown-up, I would describe both the house and the yard as small, but when I was young, the backyard seemed vast and was filled with all numbers of fascinating things, such as big fat caterpillars that loved my mother's tomatoes, monarch butterflies that visited the flowers. Today, when I give myself time and permission to wander, I can still get lost in time watching bugs. A few weeks back, my partner smoked up some tuna in a homemade smoker made from a recycled dresser, and some little bits of tuna fell onto the patio. Of course, this attracted wasps and yellow jackets, and my first instinct was just to squish them all, but then I got to watching one of them and was watching this little bug, less than the size of my thumb, try to pick up a piece of tuna that was at least as big as itself. And it sat there and tried to fly away with it several times, and it couldn't get it off the ground. And so then it decided that it was going to chop it into smaller pieces so that it could be successful, and carefully carried it away. And finally, eventually, he was able to do that. I still love experiencing nature this way, just watching the little critters at work. So your challenge for today is to allow yourself 10 minutes. Again, 10 minutes is a good, solid number. And just find something in nature that catches your attention, whether it's a spider that's starting to spin its web, or a spider that just caught something in its web and is going through the process of spinning it up in its silken threads and saving it for later, or whether it's a squirrel that's scolding and trying to get the fir cones out of the trees, or maybe it's a colony of ants or something that are hard at work bringing something away. Just give yourself over to something in nature that catches your attention, and really use your imagination and if you need to, but simply ask the thing that you're watching, whatever it is, ask it to give you a message that would be useful for your life. Just, again, nature does talk to us all the time. We just have to open up our senses to be able to understand what it's saying in a better way. But just try it today. Just play with that, and just as you're watching, just say, what message do you have for me that I can use in my life? And then reflect on your experience, write down what you get, and try to take the advice of nature. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5.